Hi guys, it's Beck from Don and Beck's Adventures, and I didn't want to go through October and not acknowledge Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and because it's been such a huge part of our lives for the last pretty much year and a half. It's changed everything for me. Um, but I think more than anything, on our channel, we show a lot of things that we do. With hunting, we've gone fishing, we go to the racetrack, we go camping. We have lots of fun, lots of adventures, and through all of that, um, I've been battling. I've been through treatment and surgeries and all the things that come with having breast cancer. I on top of that, I've been diabetic since I was 14 or 15 years old. Um, and then, I've had previous health issues, shoulder surgery, multiple surgeries for trigger finger, if you know what that is. But I think what I want everyone out there to know, male, female, young or older, I'm 56, that, if you have a lifestyle that you love, that a diagnosis is going to change it. It's going to, you're going to make adjustments and accommodations, but keep doing what you love and with the people you love. I mean, I've had an amazing support network. Donald has been through my side, through everything, my treatments, my surgeries. I was never alone for any of my surgeries. I spent a week in the hospital last November. I had a UTI that kind of was masked by chemo symptoms, and I ended up in the hospital with a kidney infection and sepsis. But in that visit, they did a CT scan of my kidneys, which picked up something in my spine, which led to 3 MRIs and finding the tumor on my spine that I just had removed in August. That was supposed to be a benign schwannoma, they called it. But until they took it out and it went to pathology, they didn't know that it was an ependymoma, and a grade 2 ependymoma, but still did not require treatment. I went through all of my breast cancer treatment, expecting after chemo ended, within so many weeks, I would go to 12 to 16 weeks of radiation. And it ended up that I didn't need that. And that was the opinion of 5 doctors, 2 oncologists, that's their field of expertise. And then 3 of my other doctors who, agreed that that was the best course of treatment for me. When this cancer in my back came up, the normal treatment would have been targeted radiation to my lower spine, to make sure everything was gone. And once again, I had an amazing doctor who reached out to other experts, sent the pathology to UVA for another test, and came back and said, you don't need radiation. So 2 times I didn't have to have it. I mean, not that cancer is a blessing, but, that was a blessing. I feel like, the back surgery has been my biggest struggle to recover from. I'm not quite 3 months out, and I definitely don't feel like myself. It's, if I sit too long, it's a struggle. If I stand too long, it's a struggle. Turning over, lots of things. But I also know that this is something that I can get through. I have an MRI this week and a follow-up in November for my 3-month checkup, and we'll see where I'm at. That's been life-changing. But again, I approach this kind of not skeptically, but expecting to feel horrible, expecting to be on my knees sick. I expected different things. My doctors managed this so incredibly well. And, my job was to go to my treatments, take care of myself, manage my blood sugar. I did try to walk every day. I did try to stay moving. And of course, Donald was right there. I mean, he's highly encouraging when it comes to that, but he's also, if I had a moment or, I got a couple UTIs through that. I've had some complications from the reconstructive surgery. I'm still dealing with those even now. I have an open wound on my right side that, he takes care of it every day, twice a day. He cleans and dresses it. And there's going to be things that come with being sick. But I think the biggest point I'm trying to make is that life is hard. You get thrown a curveball, but remember the things that you love to do, the people that, you love doing them with. And this is just another step in the process. This has been certainly a journey, but like I said, I've had amazing support. It's different for everyone. I can't relate to what everybody's doing. I just know when I heard my original diagnosis, which was stage 0 to 1 DCIS, but my doctor insisted we're going to do a partial mastectomy right away. I want your blood sugar under control. We're going to do the partial mastectomy so I can really dig into this. Well, she came back at, stage 3, triple negative breast cancer. That's scary. That's super scary. That's aggressive. That's, a high rate of recurrence. And these are all the things we're going to be dealing with and looking out for and watching for. After 5 years, you have a pretty good chance of it not coming back. But there's a million other things out there. So stay in tune with your body. Stay active. Be positive. I mean, that's the thing, is just know that you're going to get through these things and look forward to the next day and the next day. Today was my last day of treatment. Chemo ended in December. Today was my last Keytruda treatment. Officially, I'm done with cancer treatment. Keytruda is an amazing thing. It doesn't apply to every type of cancer. There's a few side effects, but compared to, what you could have, it's worth dealing with it. But I just wanted to reach out and say, gosh, so many people have it worse. So many people have lost their lives to every type of cancer. But there's so many out there fighting. There's so many more that we'll have to fight, and I hate to think about that. But we're all warriors. There's men who go through it too, and the partners, the men, the families that go through it with their loved ones. You guys are fighters too. So hang in there. Thank you guys for watching our channel. Subscribe, tell your friends. There'll always be something new. He's always coming up with something. So, but we appreciate the support, and support your loved ones and other people struggling. But thanks guys for listening. We love you. Bye.